start with a run by Tracy. And not the start he was hoping for there, so maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
14.
Here's Wilson. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll leave him with a third and just a yard.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Giants first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That's good for a Giants first down.
Now Wilson changing the play.
10 at the 33-yard line.
Going right side, he finds Slayton. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Hey, 0. 280. Hey, alert.
Now it's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. There's Wilson to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10.
Bam. Right.
Throwing is Wilson. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's another New York Giants.
Not liking the look, they'll change the play.
1-yard line.
14. Good job right there. All go special. Push left.
To throw is Wilson. This one is Slayton over the middle. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
2nd and 6. Play action. It's Wilson. Complete right side to Hyatt. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, a 16-yard touchdown. Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7, Raiders nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Raiders take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as they used to be, huh?
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to start the run, and then executed.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. From the gun, here's Smith. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Smith. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll go again with Tracy. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Abdul Carter. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
3rd and long.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Geno going to hand it to Genty. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Genty. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
Here we go.
They snap it to Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now it's Smith. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Dante Thornton as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Giants 14, Raiders 7. Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Escapes the defender. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Now Wilson. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
The final shot here before break. Smith. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. one-touchdown ball game. 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A gain of 3, second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level. Make sure that block.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's third and long. Throwing now is Geno. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Throwing is Smith. Pass to Bowers once again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. A give out of the gun to Genty. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Genty. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
A shotgun snap for Smith. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead. Here we go on fourth. Smith. And he's caught. Touchdown Raiders. Trey Tucker, 27 yards. And the Raiders take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
Well, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Right back to Tracy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Wilson. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Here's Wilson. Robinson's got it. And he works free. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
That's another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Good job right there. Good job right there. Go. Hey, guys, listen. Alert. Good, guys, 4 down. Alert.
Now it's Wilson. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6.
Brings up 2nd down at the 35-yard line.
Let's go double count right here, double count. 35.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And the Raiders have got him. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw.
They'll set up the wide receiver screen here for Neighbors.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Gain of 7. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
At the 15-yard line.
It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
At the 9-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Let's go. Cut. 315.
On the give, it's Tracy.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Giants answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Important extra point up and through. And the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
On the return, Dylan Laube.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
This is 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Genty.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Here's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Smith. This is caught by Tucker. Down the right sideline.
And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Genty.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the 6-yard line.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Here's Jamie Gillen now.
As his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It's fielded at the 45. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Smith's going to throw it.
He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
The receivers have been running them ragged, maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here's Smith.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
So they're unable to stretch it to a 3-point lead. Now you got to be careful on the kickoff because a field goal obviously beats you.
Definitely, and that's why they went for 2. They wanted to make sure a field goal wouldn't beat them. Now they're in a position where they've got to cover well and make sure they don't get into range and put one through the posts.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Hey, alert! Not that. 14. Yo, party.
Here's Wilson.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
And it's incomplete. Now there is 1 second remaining. So they'll have time here for one more play.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
One last throw here for Smith. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up.